Rainbow Six Siege is a video game created by Ubisoft and dropped on December 1st of 2015. And in the span of these last 7 years of the game, it has seen this very level of controversy. From pro players getting other pro players banned, to streamers getting caught cheating live, and the rise in genre of players cheating and Ubisoft doing nothing to stop them. Hello everybody, my name is Dex, and in today's video we'll be talking about why the players killed Rainbow Six Siege on console. Now on console Rainbow Six Siege, there is a plague, and that plague is known as the Zim. But I can already hear some of the questions being asked from people that just don't know, or PC players that are like, what the hell is that? Well, a Zim is a device that plugs directly into your console, and it tricks the game and the console into believing that you are running a controller, but in reality you're using a mouse and keyboard. The next question you probably have is, why is this cheating? This is cheating because you are first breaking the terms of service of Rainbow Six Siege by using a Zim because it gives you an unfair advantage. Number two, the difference between a mouse and keyboard and a controller is very obvious, and that's why aim assist is a thing. But in Rainbow Six Siege on the console, aim assist isn't an option in multiplayer play. You only have access to it in T-Hunt. So I'll have the TOS linked in the description below if you want to read from there. The game has been impacted negatively by the Zim. The ranked lobbies are now full of players who can't reach that rank with a controller, so they resorted to cheat instead of getting better. It is possible to get the higher ranks with a controller. Just look at some of the content creators coming out of the Xbox community such as Anifex, Royal Penguin, and Jinxie, and there's much more. But when it comes to the higher ranks like Diamond and Champ, it's full of Zims, and it's affecting lower ranks too at an alarming rate. You can go down into Gold, Silver, and you can catch Zim players in Ranked and Casual just bullying the new players that are coming into the game, which is bad for the game health. It's also just bad for the game in general. Siege itself is already a hard game to get the grasp of, with all the maps, all the operators, learning how to set up sight, callouts, and there's more to Siege than that, such as the destructibility of the maps and certain sight lines. Like, it's a crazy game to get into, and it'll put off new players. It put off me and my friends for about a year. That's why we decided to get back into it. Another impact that Zim has on console is that less and less people will stay on the console. They'll end up switching to PC. That's personally what me and my friends did, because, and I still believe this to this day, if I'm going to play against a cheater, at least I know I'm going to get my elo back, and they're going to catch a ban eventually, compared to on console that the same player will be playing for years. And you'll play against them over and over and over and over again. And they just keep taking the damn elo because, like me, I was fucking trash. So they kept taking my elo. And it's frustrating, like, you feel me? Like, you can't do anything against it. It's like playing against a boss over and over again, and he still beats you. Like, you don't want to play the game after that. And that's what happens to new players. Like, it's not good for Siege. And those type of feelings will end up killing the console community because new players won't come in. You'll have a solid foundation, but the game will never grow like we're all hoping. Most of the community does not like the Zim or the people that play it. But with a big game as Rainbow Six Siege, there are bound to be players that think it's okay to use it. There are also bound to be other players that believe that it's okay to use it because other players are using it and they're just trying to equal the playing field. And that's the mindset that's going to keep on plaguing Siege until Ubisoft can find a way to stop it. And the sad truth is Ubisoft really can't stop it at the end of the day. Like, it's going to be difficult if they attempt to ban people to figure out if it's a controller or a mouse based on sensitivities in the way that they're playing. I know a couple controller players who have really good aim and can smoke console players. I mean, mouse and keyboard players like it's nothing. Alright, so let's talk about some changes that could help fix the situation. I'll also give some reasons why I don't think the idea is such a good idea. So for number one, it's making M&K local so all players have access to it. So, like they do in COD, basically. The issue with doing something like that is that the Zim will still be an issue in the controller lobbies. Since it still tricks the console into thinking that it is a controller, it'll make people who can't afford the mouse and key just have an even worse time in the game. Number two is just ban all the players who look like they're Zim. When it comes to that, it seems like a good idea at first, but high-sense controller players that have decent aim will be blamed and banned for being legit. And you can say what you want. A few sacrifices need to be made for the game to be better. But I can't sit here and have the conscious knowing that an idea like that could possibly get somebody banned just for being good at the game. And for number 3, I kind of just ran out of ideas, I'll be honest with you. Just put a comment down below if you have an idea for it and we can talk about it. Sad to say, there really isn't anything that can happen to really fix this issue. Then really just go and get a PC. Unless you have a full console ban, and then they would have to get in contact with like Soapy and Microsoft type stuff. And it's even easier to make a Smurf account on console because all you have to do is have the one game that you bought and then just make a new account and just level it up. Sure, it'll take some time, but it's possible. But that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and a subscription. Hit the post notifications if you decide to. Leave a comment if you have any other ideas or you just think I'm an idiot. But yeah, Dex out.